Mm-hmm.
Well, I just found out my mother's wheel has a puncture. As if that's not bad enough news. I mean, as you saw from the previous clip, there is more bad news on the way. I'm not going to give too much clues into that. It's not going to be the most. I mean, lots of you guys are going to be saddened by this, especially considering how good the previous model was. It's actually a tragedy because how could they do this? But we'll start off with a very, something strange that car companies do. They're called facelifts. Now, in my opinion, yeah, sure, why don't you refresh the model every couple of years or whatever, give it like a new spunk or a new flair to it. But the thing is, it gets a bit ridiculous after a while, especially considering how minute the changes will be and how big the changes will be in the price. The car will actually look very much similar to the one that we, like the previous generation, or some of them don't even call it a new generation. Some of them, like VW, will call it the Golf 7.5. So is it half better than the previous Golf? Yes, there are some things that we do enjoy from the new benefits. Once again, speaking from the Golf, you will enjoy the new virtual dash cockpit thing that they blatantly took from Audi. But back onto the matter at hand, facelifts. We can argue all we want about whether they're good or whether they're good enough, but I just want to point out 3 cars that have been facelift over the last month that, in my opinion, only one of them is actually justified by their facelift, because it actually looks like it's been, the face has been lifted. Okay, bad analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. Starting off with this one, the i20. The i20 is the car that I'm actually, I honestly, I don't mind what it looks like. It's not a bad looking car, it's not a great looking car. And the new one is just like, let me just add a few little features that'll make it stand out a bit more. Not a problem, but it is a facelift. You can definitely differentiate between the two. Now, prices will start at 220 to 280. Please brain serve me right. I studied these prices this morning, I should have remembered. Anyway, and that is okay, that is perfectly fine. Changes are probably minute changes in the interior. I didn't read too much about it, but it's a facelift. So guys, if you're looking for i20, you could probably get the first, the pre-facelift version for much cheaper than it was before. Plus, they'll be selling all the demo stock, so get to it right away. Turns out they've already sold it because Hyundai is actually making quite a killing here in South Africa. You bloody fool. Moving on to Mercedes. Mercedes-Benz is known for always introducing a midlife new midlife refresh, and it's not it seems like they're continuing. Most of the Germans do it. They love doing it. They really enjoy doing it. That just gives them an excuse to bump up the price a bit more. So that's exactly what they've done with the Merc C-Class. Now all they've done is change a few things in the headlights. I'm sure they've done interior tweaks once again. I don't really care about reporting news on this, but hey, people buy it, so I guess I gotta speak on it. Damn. Mercedes-Benz C-Class, starting from 500 to about 900 if you're getting a C43 AMG. I've actually seen one on the road. I've seen the rear of it. I saw the only thing that was actually that stood out to me was the rear tail lights. Well, obviously the taillights are at the rear. It looked different. That's all I can say. Different. Best way of describing it. And then the front, I haven't seen the front, but from the pictures that I'm showing you guys here, they are, it's just different. Yeah. Moving along to the final one. And now, guys, I want to play a game. Spot the difference. I'm gonna put 2 images up. Should be about now. And you tell me which one's the facelift. The first one or the second one. I'm gonna show you that again. First one or the second one? So guys, which one is the facelift? If you've seen these pictures before, then it doesn't count and you can't play the game. But I'm just saying, look at how similar these cars are. Mazda, you cannot call this a facelift. This is just like changing some bumpers or adding a new version on it, you know? It's like if Toyota had to call the Etios Cross a facelift. It's not a facelift, no. Mazda, what did you change? I didn't read your article, I didn't care. So what did you change? Actually, I better go read that article so I can tell you what they changed. Anyway, so now, okay, later on today is also the Grand Prix, the German Grand Prix. So Vettel fans are losing their minds because, well, obviously he's German. All Mercedes fans are losing their minds because the whole team is German. So it's going to be quite, it's going to be quite a good race today, because especially considering that at this very present moment, I had only watched the qualifying yesterday, and Hamilton had quite a few problems. Bottas qualified second, so the start shall be epic. Hopefully that Hamilton can pull in a win, especially considering the fact that Ferrari beat them at their home track, Silverstone, a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, you can imagine. The Germans are probably sweating in their boots now. So yeah, that is that. You'll probably see the results at the end of this video. So yeah, I mean, who are you rooting for, or who were you rooting for, or who are you rooting for? Yeah. Then finally, no, this is the bad news that I want to focus on. So as I mentioned, mom got a puncture. That is very bad. But Ford is not bringing the Ford Fiesta to South Africa. Anyone want to guess the reasons? Anybody? Anybody want to guess the reason as to why Ford is not bringing their Ford Fiesta ST to South Africa? ST. We've always got the ST ever since it first came out. The Fiesta ST. Every single version of the ST we've got, except for this one. The 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine apparently does not drink our kind of fuel. Our fuel quality is poor, according to Ford. Is that what caused their fires? Yes, Ford, I am shooting shots at you. Why would you not do that? Why would you not do that? Why don't you be like, once again, VW and bring down a detuned version or something? No one is keeping track. We just want the car. Bring it. Bring it. Ah. Sorry, Ford fans. I'm with you guys on this. The last Fiesta was epic. I actually drove one of those. Oh, it was such a mean machine. The only problem I had was, you know, they fed sound into the car, so when you actually open the windows, you had nothing. But it was a good car. Man, oh, winds me up. So guys, that's the bad news. But we can still count on Aston Martin to bring their new DBS Superleggera. Yes, they have borrowed the name from Lamborghini. I don't know if VW is going to be suing them again anytime soon, because, well, I say again because VW under its Porsche division wasn't happy with the GT12, which was supposed to be called the Aston Martin Vantage GT3, and Porsche, you know, makes the 911 GT3, and they said it'll create some confusion. But I'm pretty sure if you had to compare the two, I'll actually show you two pictures. Here's what the Aston Martin GT12, which was going to be the GT3, looks like. Look at that. Look, orange and silver and Aston Martin badges everywhere, versus the 911 GT3, which looks like every other 911. Porsche should actually sue themselves for making their cars look all the same. Okay, but you get what I'm trying to say. So we shall see if that name will stick. But it's anyway. Point of the matter is, it looks good. It flies like a beast. It's got the same 5.2 liter V12 twin turbo engine from the DB11, not 10, DB11, and it's gonna be cranked up all the way to 533 kilowatts. They say theoretically it should be able to accelerate from 0 to 100 in 3.4 seconds. Whew, that will be quick, especially for an Aston Martin Grand Tourer kind of vehicle. Superleggera means it should be super light, but knowing Aston Martin, light means that it'll probably still weigh over 1.5 tons. Sorry, Aston Martin had to just low blow you there. Oh, yeah. So guys, there is some good news. For those of you who have crazy amounts of money, go and buy the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, whichever way you pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it whichever way I pronounce it. But guys, I'm so sorry for Ford brethren, especially the ST crews. You know, there's a whole bunch of them. You'll always find like a Ford Fiesta or Ford Focus ST, and they'll have stickers galore, and one of them will have a website to the ST Street Crew, whatever, and it'll have the ST badges. But it is quite sad. I'm really sorry. Guys, click like, click subscribe. Or if you didn't like this video, click unlike. Don't worry, it wasn't very exciting for me to do this video either. Especially considering the fact that the Ford Fiesta has always been the benchmark in the small hot hatch. The benchmark. I'm guessing now we only have the Polo and the Suzuki Swift Sport. Suzuki, bring it to South Africa, bring it. Oh my word. Because don't be like Toyota and Ford. Toyota didn't bring the Yaris GRMN, whatever it's called. Don't do that. Be nice. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Yeah, click like, click subscribe. See you guys next week. As promised, I mentioned that I will be watching the Formula 1 Grand Prix. And for those of you who missed it, this is exactly what had happened. Be warned, it is a bit of a spoiler if you haven't watched it yet, which you should have by now, or had watched the highlights at least. It's a bit of sad news for Sebastian Vettel. So previously it was just sad news for Hamilton and his transmission giving him problems, so sorry for the Mercedes fans or Hamilton fans, but now it's the other way around, especially considering his championship is on the line. So just watch this short clip.
Outside of him, and Raikkonen goes off the track, and there's a force injury of Sergio Perez spinning off the track as well and kicking up a whole load of dirt as he lights up his tyres in a bid to get back on the racetrack, and Bottas is ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. Is it out of the race? Sebastian Vettel, he has been leading almost from start to finish, but now he's out of this race.
Sake. Sorry guys.
Safety car deployed.
And that will at least slow things down. But what tyres do they put on Valtteri Bottas?
Do you see what I mean? See what I mean? So, yes, guys, so sorry, German fans. Well, Vettel fans, should I say, and Ferrari fans. But once again, I'm sorry to add on to the sad news if you haven't watched it by now. But there's always next weekend where they're going to Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so we're going to have a bit of a mixed bag there. There are lots of, a lot of my friends say that it's Red Bull's race for the taking. But hey, we shall only see, only time will tell. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again. Click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.